My name is Emily, and I'm a 44-year-old woman who has spent many years balancing a busy career, family life, and the quiet moments of self-reflection. This is about a time when an unexpected moment helped me rediscover a sense of confidence, warmth, and genuine human connection after feeling somewhat disconnected from myself for a long while. After one especially long and tiring day at the office, full of meetings, reports, and the usual rush, I finally got home, took off my shoes, and headed to the bathroom to freshen up. Standing in front of the mirror, I slowly changed out of my work clothes, first the skirt, then unbuttoning the blouse. I paused there in my comfortable undergarments and lace stockings, really looking at my reflection for what felt like the first time in ages. I took a moment to truly see myself, not judging, not rushing, just appreciating. I noticed how I had kept myself fit and healthy through regular effort, how my posture still held strength, and how life's little lines told stories of experience and resilience. A gentle spark of self-appreciation flickered inside me, a reminder that I was still capable of feeling vibrant and worthy of kindness, including from myself. My fingers lightly traced the soft lace along my waist and shoulders, the texture calming after such a hectic day. The bathroom felt peaceful, like a small quiet space away from everything else. I was lost in that calm reflection when I heard the faint sound of the front door opening and closing. Then came footsteps, steady and purposeful, coming down the hallway. Before I could react, the bathroom door opened, and there was Daniel. He stopped suddenly, eyes wide with surprise. For a few seconds, we both stood still, processing the unexpected encounter. I could see the mix of astonishment and uncertainty on his face. He clearly hadn't expected this and seemed unsure whether to step back or speak. He quickly apologized, his words hurried as he reached to close the door and give me privacy. But in that moment, something warm and confident rose up in me. I spoke softly and calmly. No need to be shy. The words felt natural, coming from a place of openness rather than anything else. Perhaps it was simply the relief of being seen, without pretense, or the quiet courage that comes from a moment of vulnerability. Daniel looked back at me, his expression shifting to one of gentle wonder and curiosity. That look gave me a sense of encouragement. I reached out lightly, touching his arm to keep the door from closing fully, and in the same steady voice, I said he didn't have to leave if he preferred to stay. There was a peaceful energy in the air, a shared understanding that felt honest and unforced. I quietly mentioned that I had noticed his thoughtful glances before, those small moments of genuine interest that had passed between us in everyday life. He stood there quietly, taking it in, his face showing a blend of surprise and quiet appreciation. Little by little, the initial awkwardness faded, replaced by a comfortable sense of trust and mutual respect. Time seemed to slow in that small space. Nothing else mattered. I gently ran my fingers through his hair in a friendly, reassuring way, and he responded by holding my hands warmly, his touch steady and kind as he moved them softly along my back in a comforting gesture. It felt grounding and safe, like a quiet exchange of care and understanding. Glancing at our reflection in the mirror added a layer of warmth to the moment, capturing the sincerity and connection between us. His hands remained gentle, moving thoughtfully along my waist in a way that felt respectful and attentive, filling the room with a sense of calm meaning. After a while, we naturally moved to my bedroom, a more comfortable private space that felt like a warm haven. As Daniel stepped in and the door closed softly, I felt a beautiful mix of anticipation and deep peace. The trust between us made everything feel easy and right. The way he looked at me, with softness, curiosity, and genuine care, reassured me that this was simply a moment of honest human connection. I guided him to sit on the edge of the bed, and I sat beside him. We continued sharing that gentle warmth through quiet conversation, soft smiles, and light, reassuring touches on the arms or shoulders. My hands rested on his shoulders for a moment, appreciating the solidity there, and he mirrored that with calm, thoughtful gestures along my arms. Nothing rushed, just a natural rhythm of presence and appreciation. The room held a steady, comforting energy that grew slowly, without any pressure. It was about being present, listening, and valuing each other in a simple, vulnerable way. His movements were always attentive and caring, every small action showing respect. I shifted a little closer, resting my arms around his shoulders in a friendly embrace, each moment feeling like a quiet affirmation that this mattered to both of us. I could see the sincerity in his eyes, the way he noticed and valued the small details. Our sense of comfort deepened as we simply enjoyed the stillness together. There was beauty in its simplicity. No need for big words or dramatic gestures, just the genuine presence we shared, free from the day's stresses and routines. Then, unexpectedly, the doorbell rang, clear and surprising. My mind immediately went to Ethan. He must have come home earlier than planned. We exchanged a quick glance and shared a soft laugh at the timing. Without hesitation, we straightened up, me, smoothing my clothes and fixing my hair, Daniel doing the same with an amused look. There was a playful, understanding spark between us. Soon after, we all sat down for supper as usual. We talked about our days, shared laughs, and enjoyed the familiar comfort of being together. Beneath the surface, a quiet warmth lingered, a subtle, positive connection that felt meaningful and stayed with me. The next evening, I was relaxing in my room, letting the day unwind in peaceful thought. A soft knock came at the door. I looked up and saw Daniel there, his eyes holding a gentle spark of familiarity and quiet excitement. He stepped in with a small smile, shaking his head lightly. "Yesterday was really special," he said softly, full of honest feeling. "I've been thinking about it a lot." There was a comfortable pause. I welcomed him closer, and as he sat beside me, a deep sense of calm settled over us. We looked at each other with easy trust. He gently turned me so my back rested lightly, against him in a comforting way. His movements slow and intentional, full of care. I felt the steady warmth of his presence, his calm breathing bringing a soothing rhythm. The room grew quiet, leaving only the gentle sound of our breaths and the peaceful beat of the moment. His hand rested on my shoulder for a bit, its weight reassuring and grounding. I closed my eyes, taking in the simple comfort, the faint scent of his cologne, the warmth radiating from him. His presence felt protective yet open, creating a wonderful sense of safety and belonging. A gentle wave of contentment moved through me, peace mixed with quiet joy. My breathing slowed, steady and relaxed. His arm wrapped around me lightly, drawing us closer in a warm, comforting hold. The rhythm of his breathing created a private, timeless space just for that moment. Everything unfolded slowly and softly, with care and respect. A small shiver of appreciation ran through me at the kindness. His hand at my waist felt gentle and supportive, every touch thoughtful. Then, the pace deepened slightly, more purposeful, yet always caring. Our breathing synced naturally, the energy warm and connected. I let myself relax fully, heart beating steadily in tune with the moment. Sensations blended into a focused sense of peace and belonging. His hold tightened just enough to feel secure and comforting. I surrendered to the simple joy of being there, worries fading away. It felt completely natural, trusting, open, guided by mutual care. As the warmth built, matching the depth of emotion, comfort, gratitude, connection, I felt truly at ease and free. When the moment passed, a profound, peaceful contentment remained. Afterward, I took a quiet moment to gather myself, still wrapped in that gentle glow. I went to the bathroom to freshen up, gave myself a small smile in the mirror, then headed to the kitchen. The familiar sounds of preparing food, chopping vegetables, the soft sizzle, grounded me in everyday routine. I set the table thoughtfully, glancing occasionally to see Daniel quietly helping around the house, his calm presence adding to the easy, warm atmosphere. Soon Ethan arrived home, his familiar steps welcoming. He greeted us both kindly, A pat. On Daniel's shoulder, a soft smile for me. We gathered at the table for a simple meal. Conversation flowed naturally. Daniel shared excitedly about his studies, his face bright as he described an interesting class discussion. I listened with quiet pride. Then I talked a bit about my day at work, keeping it light. Ethan listened attentively, asking questions, fully engaged. Daniel smiled softly, joining in. The evening felt cozy, filled with laughter, stories, and shared contentment. As we cleaned up together, each in our usual roles, the quiet significance stayed with me. Later, getting ready for bed, a gentle smile crossed my face. I fell asleep grateful for those unexpected moments that remind us how meaningful connection and self-kindness can be.